Dude, what's up with Social Proof going out of business, bro?
Social Proof, they went out of business for what?
Dave Sands. You know what I'm talking about? The dude that had the podcast in Atlanta.
Yeah.
With the glasses.
Yeah.
Always talking business.
He done?
He done.
Damn. I wouldn't do Joe know. If Joe knows, he's gonna do another one bites the dust.
I thought, because I mean, he had a pretty big following.
Yeah.
Dude, I be wondering. That's what I'm saying. The numbers have to be fake that these people be putting out. They have to be fake.
Well, is it fake or are they paying for it? Which is a big difference, which is very important.
I don't know. Like, look at this profile, man. Like, look how huge they huge, bro.
Hold on.
I'm like, how is he not making money?
Yeah. Hold on. We sure?
It was either on his page, because Tony's beefing with everybody right now. So that's how I found out. Because Tony had reposted, but he was like, yo, we selling all the pod equipment.
Oh, they split for real. If you selling equipment. I think this is the dude who, I'm not talking about him, but excuse me, I am talking about him. I want to say they run ads. They were trying to run a grow your podcast.
Yeah, that's business. Him. That's him.
Yeah. Because I sat through one of them bullshits. Excuse my language. It's early in the podcast. I hate those. I mean, I love them. I will always, if you doing one of those, if it's free, I sign up to see what you offering. But it's always a let me sell you me. Yeah. Let me tell you how great I am.
Come to be the coach.
Yeah,
for $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000 a month, and then it's like, and like I love it because it's like, so I'm listening to them. I'm like, all right, I want to do this, whatever. Then they got the price. I'm like, hold on, what are y'all offering? You keep telling me you as a person how great you are, and I'm like, whatever. It's another dude, his name Abdullah, whatever. I think he Nigerian. First red flag, and then shout out to my Nigerians out there. I rock with y'all, but y'all scam.
My ancestry is Nigerian, but you know what? I'm here because of y'all, so.
Yeah,
and like, with you.
And so the problem was I went to his and it was another thing, and I actually wrote. I felt bad. This is when I was on my I show my hate in public bag. I don't know if I'm still on that, but maybe. But anyway, bro, I went on his page because he was promoting it again, and I was like, "Yo, no offense, I learned zero. I just learned how great you were as a person.
Yeah,
and I still don't know what services you offer, what you do. You just kept saying how great you are and how many fake people that we don't know if they really exist that you've helped. And I'm like, what's going on here?
The numbers don't make sense. Like, I know, like, our numbers don't make sense because we run into people that we like, yo, I run into too many people for us to have as few followers as we have.
Absolutely.
So
I ran into
like,
somebody this weekend.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, the numbers are BS on our side, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, when you look at the big pod, the numbers have to, brother, if we had 280,000 followers,
I'm quitting my job.
There's no way that we're not monetizing that. So it's like, yo, tell me what's real and what's not real.
It's like and I don't believe it, so I'm taking this hate out of it. It's the Doechii thing. Where they keep saying Doechii got all these streams, but nobody going to the concerts. And that's what happens, right? And you can't do that. You can't have 250,000 followers, and then we look up and you trying to sell T-shirts and you selling 20 T-shirts a month.
Facts.
Right? Or when you do the live show, we know somebody, well, they don't pod no more, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
They kept doing these live shows and it would be 20 people there.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are numbers coming from? Somebody paying somebody. You buying, you paying for streams, or you running these crazy Google ads, which I'm never mad at. But if you running these crazy ads and you dumping $500 a month in ads, and then it shows up like, all right, cool, people seeing it, but they ain't resonating because your pod is trash.
Yeah. So I just saw that and I was just like, dang, man, like.
I love when we can start off with hate. We should do that more.
Not even hate. I was hating. I was sneak dissing. I'm just like, I'm curious, like how can you have those type numbers and then you like, yo, man, we out of business.
That is interesting. So him and the other dude broke up.
I don't know. That I don't know.
I need to, and they gonna probably that ad is gonna run in there too. I do love starting the pod with hate with Abdullah, whatever your name is, and then he ran into another influencer who I knew. That was lying all the time because I took her pictures and they started working together. I'm like, dang, he got to the girl in Charlotte. Trash thing. You know what was cool about her?
I'm trying to get to him too, though.
Oh, yeah, me too. But the cool part about her was I shot her surprise proposal. Everything was cool. Like, she was a great looking girl. The guy she was getting engaged to, great looking guy. I was hoping that I'd do their wedding.
Yeah.
And then I ran into his cousin later, and I was like, yo, when they get married? He was like, bruh, she had a roster that was cracking her nonstop. And he was like, when he got engaged, one of the dudes hit him up, was like, hey, bro, like, I've been cracking your girl. Like, and it was one of them things where
I can't even let you do this. I can't even let you go out like this.
It was like, hey, bro, I didn't know you, but I'm telling you, it's me. And I know she got other dudes.
She got a roster.
She had a roster, and she was getting cracked. And she was such a little small petite thing, man. I did not see it.
The innocent ones be the main ones. they be the main ones, man. Like, here's the thing. I'm not mad at you having a roster, but my whole thing is like, yo, just be honest.
Nah, you can't. Okay,
just be honest.
How many players can she have on her roster before you be like, this is too much for me?
As a guy, so first off, you meet a woman that's attractive.
Okay,
right? She ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't have nobody. Like, even if, like, matter of fact, life hack. If you see a very, very beautiful woman out and she's by herself, always feel free to approach, because nobody's approaching her because everybody thinks she's taken.
Facts.
Right? But even though she's not quote unquote taken, bruh, she has somebody, and not only does she have somebody, she has more than one somebody. like
how many is too many, Mike?
Bro, you would never know. You would I'm gonna tell you what too many is. It's like every time you try to see her, she can't see you. She's giving you a BS reason. So especially if you crack, right? Like, if you crack and then she can't get back to you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that means that there's a main cracker out there. You ain't take his position. So every time he's free, she's gonna make time for him. Like, that's just what it is. It's the game, man.
I had a girl who she was on my roster. I thought I was the only one on hers. Let's get that out the way, right? So I remember one day she called me, and this how I found out she had a roster. She called me and she said, y'all need help. And I'm like, what's up? Like, she sound concerned. Mind you, she never calls me before 8 o'clock. So I was highly concerned. You calling me in the middle of the day. I know she had to be at work. And she was like, so, I work for my dad. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Cool, whatever. She was like her dad's secretary. He owns like these buildings that be up around here.
Yeah.
He's like over them. So like, they got money.
Yeah, you gotta make time for that.
Yeah, and so she was his secretary. She was like, this dude, and I don't know how to say this. This is what she said to me. I don't know how to say this, but he's going to send my nudes to my dad. And I was like, excuse me? Wait, what? So
did you have nudes?
No, I ain't had nudes.
So you wasn't the main cracker.
Then you calling me and you talking about he don't send them to my dad. I said, well, this is how I found out she works for her dad.
Yeah.
And so she's like, he's going to send my nudes to my dad. I need you to talk to him for me. And I said, and say what?
Yeah.
I said, I ain't got these pictures. She was like, that's not the point. And I said, oh, that's very much the point.
Yeah.
You want me to call some dude who I don't know, and I don't want nobody to know that we know each other. Let alone. And I was like, then you want me to hit him up and say what? I said, yo, where the pictures at? She was like, well, he just put them on my Twitter, but he's going to mail them. I said, Twitter got these over me?
This had to be before the revenge porn laws passed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because she would have got this off real easy. And I said, yo, I can't help you. This ain't got nothing to do with me. That was the last time me and her met too. I was like, we good.
Well, yeah, I mean, she got to drop you if you can't help after that.
Oh, well, let's just say I dropped her. Okay. It makes me feel better that I dropped her.
I mean, you should also drop her because you don't have the nudes.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, so anytime you really can't, like, yo, if you not the main dude cracking, then like, yo, you really think you're gonna ask a woman like, hey, how many cracking right now? You really think she's gonna be like, man, it's like 6 every 30 days? No, she's not gonna tell you that.
Not gonna tell you that.
She's not gonna tell you that
it's
at all.
Week. What you been up to, man?
Oh man, busy, man, busy trying to find us our next event, trying to figure out, so we don't go out of business like these other pods. Like, what can we do to take it to the next level, man? So just that, work, trying to figure out this life thing, man.
I'm hoping, speaking of other pods, Hair Wraps and Lipstick, y'all better not be breaking up. I rock with y'all. Y'all my girls.
You say, what makes you say they're gonna break up?
One of the girls moved.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
it's tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
And Zoom podcasts don't never work. I be trying to tell y'all that.
I mean, I done seen a few on Zoom that does well. You got to have like very specific content.
Yeah, and it's tough. But yeah, I hope y'all don't break up because that's tough. And maybe y'all come back in town enough to make that happen. I mean, Black Fly Noir, that's what they used to do. Once a month, they would sit down, record 5 episodes, and they just flood out. And so it didn't really work for them, but maybe it'll work for y'all. Also, I was in the grocery store. Funny enough, speaking about people who knew who we were, I was in a grocery store and this dude came up and was like, yo, rock with the podcast. And I was like, thanks. And then I was like, well, I'm Gavin. He said, I know. I follow the pod. And I was like, and then he introduced himself. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, it is kind of weird. But he was like, yo, I rock with the podcast. Shout out to you. You did make it awkward when I tried to introduce myself, but I rock with it. I ain't got no problems with that.
Hey, baby, he's telling you rock with the pod. Of course, he knows you are I am Gavin B.
Absolutely.
I am _Gavin B.
And then at the wedding I did, the groom listens to our pod. He was like, interesting takes sometimes. He was like, but you know, say I rock with y'all. And I was like,
I like the interesting takes.
Yeah.
I like the lines in the sand.
Well, I don't like when they don't tell me if it's you or me.
I just automatically assume that I'm the one that everybody's disagreeing with.
Okay. And I'm always like, if it's somebody who I know I don't rock with,
yeah.
And if they say something, then I assume
like
they
you're the hater
about
takes, I'm the disagreeable takes.
There we go. I rock with that. All right, here we go. Let's see where this goes to. Hold on. Look at Ann over here building stuff. Sorry, I'm on Ann's Instagram. Y'all need to do better with opening up videos.
You ain't shade. I was going to expound on the comment you were saying that in relationships, it's not just the men who get too comfortable, it's also the women who get too comfortable. And you mentioned like you used to look good and now you showing up in a bonnet. Men might not want to hear this, but your woman is a reflection of you. And I've never seen a woman who is loved correctly and healthily fully let herself go without her man intervening. So when we hit those moments of we starting to fall off, that affirmation, that confidence building, baby, let's do this, let's get you together. A man can bring you back to yourself as his reflection in such a way that she gonna take that bonnet off. She gonna want to look good for you. If you ever want to see how well a man is loving his woman, see how well she takes care of herself. And you'll see a woman so put together like, man, I know you being loved at home. I could tell by the way your skin glowing. I could tell by the way your edges is laid. I could tell by the way your nails is done. Versus you look at a woman who done had all the energy sucked out of your life. He putting you through it over there, girl. Your hair ain't been done in months. You ain't shaved them. You ain't shaved them legs in a minute. So if you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, your woman is your reflection. Am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? What can I do to even take her away from herself, right? Because as our safe spaces, sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. Sometimes your mind is attacking you. Sometimes your emotions is getting the best of you. I need you to come and fight for me. So keeping me safe ain't just keeping me safe in the streets. Keep me so much that I don't get to attack myself. And you come and intervene on my behalf when I start to let myself go instead of leaving me or cheating.
I love how you can swap out pieces to the same puzzle and they still do the same thing.
Yeah, and this is what I always hate. I always hate when the information I agree with, but you can't stop taking a shot at men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, you know, like, yo, if she's terrible, it's your fault. And it's like, all right, man, look, we can't have autonomy when you want to do what you want to do. But then when I want you to do something, now I'm being oppressive. Right? Because that's the game that's being played all the time.
That is true.
You want to do what you want to do, like, oh yeah, I got autonomy. Like, you don't tell me what to do. But when you messing up and then I'm like, all right, I need to, you know, we got to fix these things. It's like, oh, well, now you're controlling. So I agree with it. I do believe that your woman is a reflection of you to a certain extent. Because women are grown.
They are. They can do what they want.
They can do what they want. So to a certain extent. And I hate this idea where it's like, you could tell if she's loved correctly, because you could love someone correctly and they could still be screwing up.
They could still be going through postpartum.
Yeah, but man, they could be going through PMS.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, so
never mind. Let me shut up.
So I don't like this idea where it's like, yo, if something is wrong with her, you're not handling your job. I always say I can't make you happy.
I
can't make you happy.
That's a
I can
word
take
right
care
there.
of you. But I can't make you happy. You got to be happy yourself. And then the only thing I can do is swap in and out things that you like to do, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. For me, I like the message too. I always, well, first of all, I grew up in a household where, hey, you're a reflection of this family.
Yeah.
So that's how you dress, how you act, how you talk, how much education do you want, how much respect you want to give. And, I grew up in that type of family. So yeah, I do, my wife going out the house, I'm like, what you wearing? Like, and it's sometimes, the funny part is she always says it, and she gonna say something today. She's like, yo, you get on that podcast and your hair be jacked up and she be talking.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what if I did that? You know what I'm saying? And we always laugh and have that conversation at home. So that is important. But also it's like, I don't like this, hey, if I'm broken, it's your fault.
Yeah. And if I'm broken, you got to put me back together.
Yeah, it's like, damn,
I can help you, but you got to put yourself together.
And I got to pay 50% of the bills too?
50%. You're getting off easy.
Nah, they say this 50-50 households, man. Yeah. Shout out to the traditional wives, man.
Man, there are, you know what's crazy is like the 50-50 homes. Funny enough, so it's a Pew Research article from 2023 that I'm reading about women being breadwinners, and okay. I haven't went through everything and like hit the backlink shit to like fully source it out.
Yeah.
But one of the things that it shows is like in egalitarian relationships, right? And this is the funny part. Egalitarian is 60-40 is considered egalitarian.
Okay.
And I'm here to tell you 60-40 is not egalitarian.
Okay.
Right? If there's a woman out there that's paying 60% of the bills and the man paying 40% of the bill, she is saying I'm doing everything around here.
Absolutely.
All right. So it's not. But anyway, that's their measuring stick. And I'm not gonna go too deep into the article because, like I said, I haven't researched it fully. Hey. But one of the things that it shows that men in egalitarian relationships, the women do, I think, 3 hours more childcare work a week, right?
Okay.
And what they try to juxtapose that against is that men have 3 more hours of leisure a week, right? But hold on though, right? The part that they keep leaving out is that the men are working 3 extra hours a week at work.
You know, that's tough. In my household, especially on Saturdays, my wife get all of my son because I'm just working, right?
Yeah.
So she definitely get more hours of that, which is funny because I just saw her for the first time in like 4 days yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I had him.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
it's funny, but it is, if my wife has him all day, well, we just go with him yesterday. I worked. She wasn't there when she got home. I had to go back off and do another shoot. Yeah. So she had those 3 hours just with him, but that's 3 hours of me working. Shout out to my client yesterday. I will not say your name. She made the funniest joke. First of all, I love her. I think she African too, or Haitian. And I don't think y'all like that.
No, they don't.
They do not. So I don't know what she is. But you know what's so funny? She said, you know why my man always is in a good mood before a photo shoot? And I was like, why? She was like, I give him some head every time before every shoot.
That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll definitely get me back in a good mood. No.
She said that's why he just always relaxed and just like, yo, man, whatever she wants.
But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like if you know, here's the thing. I used to be the type of guy that I hated buying flowers. And okay. We're going to get back to this reflection of you. Y'all know we yap, as y'all like to say on this pod. So anyway, I used to hate buying flowers. It'd be the biggest waste of money. I hated it. Could not stand it, right? And I dated this girl. Like she loved freaking flowers, right?
Shout out to her.
Cut flowers. Like I'd rather buy live, because I'm like, yo, why don't you just let me buy you live plants? Because like I'm a very logical thinker. It's sometimes to anybody that dates me, it is annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's not logical. She just like cut flowers. She like putting them in vases and putting them on the sink. And I'm like, yo, why don't you just let me go to Home Depot and buy you some real flowers and you can take care of it? And it's like, yo, that's not what she wanted. And I'm not gonna lie, in that relationship, I never bought her flowers, right? Mm-hmm. And I was wrong for that, right?
Yeah.
Because it was something simple that she wanted, that all I had to do is just acquiesce to it and she would have been happy. And I would have gotten the benefits of her being happy.
Look, man. Shout out to my client yesterday.
So she knows that and she does it. So I'm big up at her by saying like, yo, sometimes it is the little thing. And like you're saying, yo, this makes no sense to me. I'd rather do what I want to do versus doing what I know you want that'll make you happy. So that's what I'm saying. Big ups to her, because that's how easy it is to miss it, because you're like, nah, let me do, as I call it, right? Spirit of Cain. Yeah. Let me do what I want to do. Accept what I want to give you versus giving you what was well within my power to give you. Right? So
some head is in her power. Yeah,
it's well within her power to do so, right? So it's like, no, I like that. Anyway, back to the reflection of you.
Oh, my bad.
Back to is your woman, or is how your woman presented? Yes and no, and I know y'all hate when we do this. Well, I do this. I won't even blame Gavin for that, right? Yeah, Ryan. almost Ryan. I do have a position, but I would say like, yo, yes, you do need to make sure that your woman is at least in a good enough space to whereas she can take care of herself. But sometimes, because she even admitted to it, right? Sometimes women's minds are defeating them. And I can't do anything with you in that space. That like I'm not a trauma center. Yeah. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. Once I recognize that's going on, I think the biggest question is, when you see your girl or a girl that you're messing with or a woman you're messing with, you see her and her mind is defeating her. It's like, what do you do as a man? I think that's a better question. Yeah, it is. Well, I like when old girl was saying, she was like you got to be able to step in because you can recognize like she is going through stuff. Yeah. And sometimes as men, you got to be able to point that out and realize something is wrong. And you do have to, it's important to know when your wife or your girl is going through some shit that you could say, all right, what is up? But I'm going back to the original part. I don't want to be dating nobody broken, dog. Like, I want to be able to help put you together. Because, like, my wife, it's deeper than for us because it's a kid there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I do, if something's wrong, it does throw the house off. Yeah. Not just my kid. It'll throw me off. Like, what the hell is going on? I want to be able to. But if every day she woke up and was like, you know what? Let me just break some shit today, just so he can come and put it back together. Yeah, come and fix it. It's gonna wear you out. It's going to destroy you. And guess what? This is something that we see a lot of times, you know. And as men, I think that should be the conversation. It's like, if she's not a reflection of you, like, what's the cutoff part? Where's the end point? And sometimes that's hard because guess what? Y'all got kids together. Yeah, right. And it's like, it's kind of hard at that point to say, I can't put you together. And I can't leave. So this is exhausting me. Yeah. Never mind. Let me shut up. About to tell somebody's business. And y'all said I'm good for that, but I'm turning my life around. Hold on. It still didn't play. All right, man. Y'all gonna get an intro later. What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that. If you are a black male and you're in a jam, hit me up. I'll get you out. Trying to save black men. We give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard. Sometimes I got to push back because be lying. They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool. Strap in. It's about to be fun. Now let's begin. I want to welcome everybody to episode 195. Shout out to the people who rented the studio and deleted our intro off of it. Did off the soundboard. Was able to find it on my phone. Shout out to Taylor Made It Productions. We love you. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Hopefully. I know you got a new baby, so you know. And shout out to well, you gonna be in New York. Yeah, I'm going up there. Just me, Karina. Link up with Joe, man. Gotta find him. Shoot him a text, man. Well, apparently they supposed to shoot him a text like you know him. Shoot him a direct message. Apparently they I gotta figure out if they going to the fight next week. Somebody fighting in Vegas. And so I gotta figure that out. And if they're there, if they're in New York or Jersey, I'm gonna try to link up with Ice. Hey, y'all look great with y'all wives, by the way. That was actually pretty dope. Y'all all look good with your women. Everybody, Mark, we got to get you a Taylor or a different Taylor. I'm saying wives. I'm not sure if y'all married or not. Probably not married. Knowing that this is a black community. No, Parks is married. Parks is wife. The way to reinforce the do it. Mark is married. Mark is married. Joe is trying to get married. Ice, him and his girl. Ice said he's going to marry his girl. Okay, so big ups to all y'all, but definitely look good with your women though. I like that. There was the question, the streets was ablaze on why Ish girl wasn't there. Ish keep his whole family offline, so I don't know why y'all. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, y'all be weirdos out there, man. Y'all weirdos and mean. And if you're a guy that's a real crash out, you gotta leave. And I'm not saying that Ish is a crash out. I'm here to say Ish is a crash out. So yeah, if you're a real life crash out, you have to leave as many parts of your life as possible out, which is why I'm very, very private because absolutely my low key might be a crash out. Yeah, well, we about to speak on crash outs. And the only reason why I'm calling Ish a crash out is because he said that, he would slap one of y'all for what you say on Twitter and stuff like that. He made it very known, like I will. Sometimes we got to be able to put our hands on people. And yeah, he'll crash out. I'm not like an internet crash. You can say what you want on the internet. Yeah, it's like, bro, when you tell them what you'll do, they'll do it so they can. Because, people assume people make money. Yeah. We started a pod with pods that look like they make money that don't make money. This is episode 195. We getting close to the 200s. It's looking like sometime in October is when it's going to be. So we getting excited for that. That is Pastor Mike Will. I am Gavin B.
This episode is brought to you by whoever wants to sponsor it right here. Put your name, brand, likeness, NIL. We need to sign somebody to an NIL deal.
We need to be signed to an NIL.
Oh, that. But we got to go to college.
We need to be signed to one.
You know, one of the funniest parts about life is you fall in love with certain celebrities. And then as time goes on, we say this all the time.
Yeah.
They prove to us
Celebrities are not role models.
they are not role models. They should not looked at. Yeah. They should not be, seen as such. Who was that said they didn't want to be a role model? Dennis Rodman?
No, that was Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Yeah. Dennis definitely. Dennis didn't have to tell us.
No. Yeah, I think that was clear.
That was clear from him having sex on the court with Carmen Electra, and she just telling everybody. But yeah, Charles Barkley made it clear. Whatever, however you feel, it is what it is. One of Mike's favorite people is who?
Brittany Renner.
And we got to see this weekend that stuff is crazy. Hold on, let me do this because this is important. I love lies. Good lies too. Listen, here go my favorite lie. And this is Brittany giving her baby to PJ.
Well, PJ came over to pick the baby up from where Brittany's at with her mama.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. But that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. The thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you.
He's walking off.
Actually show up and do something then with him.
Show up and do
this
something.
every time. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babysitting.
What she wanted to spend time with just PJ and her son. She like show up and do something. Yeah, he married. No, don't do that, bro.
Then your mom on the phone talking.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. Man, it's up with me. Just know that.
They thought this was gonna be on their side.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
This is what he.
Pussy ass. Hey, you wish I would. Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
Hey, how you gonna get the driveway, man? He come pick up his
You
kid.
don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that bitch. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Hey man,
we got to break it down. PJ, congrats to you that and I'm gonna have to throw you some hate later, so I'm gonna give you the love now. Congrats to you walking up, seeing the camera, and it's like, all right, I'm going back to my car. I got my kid. I'm going right back to the car. When them cameras come up, bruh, especially being who you are, you more famous. You know what I'm saying? You the richer person in this situation.
Yeah.
You get up out of there. Because it's getting weird at that point. Like, all right, I can kind of understand why you would want to record maybe something, especially if it's a hostile situation. So I'm going to give Brittany a little bit of credit on that. But
that wasn't no hostile situation.
Hala told me it wasn't a hostile situation and you was about to make it one. When you say every time you pick up my son and he cries, I'm going to record, for what?
Well, here's the thing, right? When you're co-parenting, and I hope most of y'all never experience this because it's the worst feeling in the world.
I bet.
Every time you drop your kid off, man, you feel sad and the kid feels it, right? Mm-hmm. And then every time you pick your kid up, they're leaving the other parent that they love, right? Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes that's the hardest thing to understand in co-parenting, because you're like, I love my child loves me. Since I hate the other person, I low-key want my child to hate the other person.
Yeah.
And that's not how kids work. Kids love both of their parents.
Facts.
And I went through this because we were doing exchanges. And we were doing exchanges, I mean, some transparency here, at the police department because of stuff like this.
Absolutely.
And it does, like, whenever you are exchanging a kid, I will say, like, my son, it was actually in reverse. Because he wasn't seeing me, and like I was there every day, and then like when I would drop him off, he'd start crying, right? And that's tearing me up because it's like, bro, I'm not even gonna see you for like another whole week. Well, not even a week. I think it was back then. I think it was every other weekend while we was going through like custody or whatever, right? So that's destroying me, bro. But I was just like, yo, that's kind of what kids do, because there would be times where I would have him, and he'd be like. He'd be like, I miss my mama. And it's like, but it's like, you know what's happening when he's over there with his mama? You know what he's saying to her?
I miss my daddy.
I miss my daddy. Like, yo, the kids are going to play you.
Absolutely.
They are going to play you.
I mean, if I go put Ro in my car and Karina's getting in her car at the same time, he crying. He yelling. And I'm like, bro, we going to the same spot. I'm going to work after we leave the restaurant. So I want you to ride with me. Nope, it's going to happen. As we continue this, Brittany walking outside. First of all, it's raining. You wearing a sports bra, whatever.
Well, like she said, it's up. She's heated, bro.
Oh.
You got to think about it, man. This is an actual fumble.
Oh.
This is a generational fumble, right? That she has right here, right?
Yeah.
And it is over because brother moved on.
He's moved on. He got his wife in the car.
He's married, like not just girlfriend. He's married. They done popped out 2 kids.
Yeah, he's done with you. And then here's my thing that's making me mad. Brittany, why your mom adding on?
Because it's a generational fumble, bro.
Who is the dude at the beginning of the video?
That I don't know. I
want to talk to him.
What can he do, bro? He's in a matriarchal home. What can he do? He can't dictate anything.
Some of you niggas just let foul shit happen, and it don't sit well with my soul. Cause bro, who are you? Cause you're not PJ security, clearly, right? But you there, and you got a little smirk on your face because you know something's about to go down. Cause they didn't already told you what the play is.
Yeah.
Brittany, your mom saying to PJ, if you had a dick, I would suck it. That's just weird to me. I mean, funny, classic.
I mean, but when you raise Brittany, right? Like this. That's not out of bounds, right? Like I wouldn't like when you raise a Brittany, and the thing is, like I said, Brittany had the bag, right? She fumbled it. Man, when I go to the old girls, his wife page, bruh, that she happily married, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to be as big a celebrity as he was.
Yeah. And you at one point in time you was bigger.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Instead of you like embracing, the fact that, you've done everything that you set out to do. Yeah. Right? Everything that you told us, what was that, 2017, 2018? If you want to bag these athletes and entertainers, they stupid, they sleep with you with no rubber. You said all this, and this boy still let you catch him, right? Yeah. And instead of you saying, you know what? I did I won, right?
Yeah.
This penthouse. Let me get off. Let me take care of this man.
Nope.
No. I want to do what I want to do.
And let me tell you when Brittany gonna get super mad. Maybe not, because child support gonna come. It's gonna
she gonna be able to get that thing adjusted.
Now she gonna get it adjusted because
why PJ popping out all these babies?
He is currently eligible to sign his. Oh yeah, he about to get another contract. Oh, he about to get a max one.
Yeah, he gonna get a max deal. He gonna be making, and that's why she. And the thing is, and like look, hey, when I went to old girl's page, man, let me tell you, like I'm like real talk, Brittany gonna have to fight this girl.
Oh yeah.
On her story right now, she playing
Future.
You know, she trying to beef, but this ain't that. I'm pulling up, I'm spanking ish, talking about straight belt the ass.
Yeah,
you talking that the shit you smoking that say za like. Then she was like, hey, bought my man a new Cully.
Yeah, bruh, that car is fire.
I'm pretty sure she did not buy it. She may have bought it. But I'm pretty sure. This is why men don't like birthday gifts also, ladies.
Oh, well, because, yeah, you got to pay for
spending my money.
Yeah.
This is like, you didn't buy me anything.
Look, so here's the thing. You're going to have to do that. PJ getting a new contract. He in the last year of his deal.
She got herself all Chanel, then Prada. Then she posted her ring to my fresh set. Like, yeah.
Where the internet is on their side.
Yeah,
this looks crazy.
This does. And again, right, this is the problem with mentally ill people that you're dating, right? Because they thought that was going to make him look bad.
Yeah, they thought it.
They thought it was, and like, there's no logical reason. Like, yo, the man is coming to get his child. Hand him his child, and this is why and look, PJ's young, right?
He is,
but he's not gonna be young forever. So it's like, yo, you got to start growing out of this back and forth.
Yeah,
you are a professional. You're a husband. You're a father, bro. You ain't got to go back and forth with a woman about nothing.
I want to know who is this dude at the beginning of the video. Sorry, I'm watching the video again. And the baby ain't got no hood on. It's raining outside. Y'all ain't got no umbrellas. This is all bad.
Now, this is what I will say. The one thing I do like is like, yo, when you are co-parenting and y'all are a split home, bruh, do not take nothing from your baby mama. Don't take nothing. I don't need a diaper bag. I don't need jackets, coats, clothes, shoes, food. I don't need nothing, right? I just need the child, because that just gives them another way to keep nagging you when you don't have your child. Hey, Did little Mike leave his jacket over there? Did he leave his socks over there? Like, you never put stuff back in the diaper bag. No. The kid has two of everything.
My boy, shout out to my boy, I ain't gonna say your name because that's what I like to do. He stopped giving his girl like clothes. He was like, yo, she kept keeping all the nice stuff I was buying and I was never getting it back. And he's like, and she sends my daughter over here in some raggedy ass clothing. And so that's why he stopped doing that. PJ, bruh, you cannot say stuff like that to the mother of your child in front of your son. You can't be telling her and this boy grandma to suck your dick.
Well, the good news is the kid doesn't understand yet. But the bad news is
this video will pop up soon.
It will be on the internet forever.
Forever.
And that's why you just don't go back and forth with the woman.
I gotta play it. And I didn't want to. So yesterday I was on the internet and funny enough, I saw Shannon Sharpe throwing a little shade. And everybody on the internet is saying Shannon Sharpe is throwing shade at Ray Lewis. And I didn't understand why. And Shannon sounded kind of hurt, if I would be honest.
Yeah.
So I really didn't understand. Then, Mike sends me this gem, my favorite.
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day going to be a good TV guy personality?
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV?
Yeah.
And would he say he's going to do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
Okay.
How much before he retired did he tell him?
Been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon will say or do any of this.
Like what?
Simply, take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink.
Like this is when it gets
like it
in
was
the hate.
against the law. Right?
Hold on.
Because he had some stuff in his family.
I hate doing this to y'all because I don't want to forget this thought. Maybe, but that might explain why that bourbon was ass. But hold on.
Family said he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route.
I love he didn't really have a reason. That's how you know it's just hate.
Go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance.
Reverend Ray.
Right, a lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life.
So why are you talking about
try
it?
to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom.
So why are you talking about it
then? A lot of
then?
times, like
I'm on Ray's side.
You could have easily just said, "Hey man, happy for the man's success." I don't really have anything to say about Shannon. I'm happy for his success. He's a grown ass man.
Start telling, like I said last week, I love when celebrities start telling me why they don't rock with somebody else.
He ain't give us a reason though.
Oh, I think he gave us a great reason.
What?
Yo, I don't like his content. I don't like the messiness. Shannon, this is when Ed called me a hater. Shannon do Bird podcast.
Well, he brings people on and have people discuss what's going on in their world. Now, it's pop culture, but that's what sells.
But exactly, and that's what Ray's saying. If you sold your soul to do that, then cool.
I don't think he sold his soul to do that.
You didn't just see the downfall? Oh, his soul was sold.
No. I mean, we definitely saw the downfall, but we also saw a guy go from being, a relatively unknown outside of sports circles to having, some of the highest viewed, pods or YouTubes ever, right? So I think that was more envy of seeing someone that, don't speak good, right? Have, that type of success. I think people look at it and be like, yo, what about me, right? I'm better.
Oh, that's
right?
in there too.
I'm
saying.
Yeah, right. I'm more articulate, but it's like, yo, say what you want about Shannon. I think Shannon comes across as authentic.
Oh gosh, I don't agree with that.
I do. I think he comes across as like Shannon isn't selling us. Yo, I'm a polished, college grad engineer. Shannon is selling us. Yo, I'm a country boy from Georgia that made a lot of money.
I don't see Shannon Sharpe authentic at all. I think what the Shannon that you saw on First Take is very different than the Shannon you saw on Undisputed, which is very different from Nightcap with them. And I don't, and it's in.
I don't see it that way. I see one person that's in different places, and I think that's appropriate.
Well, yeah, code switching is appropriate, but let's be real. ESPN and Fox was the same type of environment. You was two different people. You had the Henny on the table. You had Black and Miles in your ear. He was bringing edibles on TV.
And see, that's what I don't think that was authentic Shannon.
I don't. And so
you see what I'm saying? Like, so that I think this Shannon, like Shannon just being a rich country boy, I think that is Shannon.
Well, maybe now, but mind you, I don't watch Shannon anymore.
Yeah,
I can't. I think he's a poor interviewer. I think that I'm being completely just transparent on my side. I think he sold his soul. And when I say selling soul, I hate when nobody really explain what selling your soul mean. I think Shannon saw a certain check and he fell in love with that money.
Oh, Shannon gonna do whatever the money asks him to do.
That's what Ray is saying. He did that.
But I think that's. But when I say authentic, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. So
he's gonna think that's him.
Yeah. So I think that when he went to ESPN and look. Sorry, and Shannon, this is when I think Shannon, this is when that little partial CTE started kicking in. The fact that Skip and Stephen A made it very clear that, people called Skip and Stephen A has the same exact story. People called Skip and said, this is ignorant. And he making a mockery of black folks. Tell him to stop doing that. And I think that's weird. Stephen A, what's my man who sit with Matt Barnes? Stephen Jackson.
Yeah.
He said he called Shannon on that and Skip. Stephen A has said, I called. Other people, and Skip has made it very clear, other prominent black people called and said, that is ignorant.
It's ignorant. But again, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I like it. What I'm saying is, I think that the character, I don't think anybody liked that. I think when that character stopped, right, and you just got to see, just Shannon, right? I think Shannon is just a rich country guy, right? There's a certain stereotype of ignorance that come with being country, right?
Yeah.
That sometimes is apropos, right?
Yeah.
And I think with Shannon, I think it is accurate, right? But I think what people liked was they were like, oh, you're not doing that ignorant Scully, Black and Miles caricature BS, right?
Yeah.
You're doing a well-dressed, in shape, older black man that's just letting other people talk, and we're here for that.
Well, hold on. Let me land this plane.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to keep taxiing on the runway. And Charlotte Douglas, y'all need to fix that. We be taxiing for too long.
Bruh, they need another runway.
That's true.
Airport too busy.
I like Shannon in the ignorance on Fox.
See, I didn't.
I loved it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. And at first, I said, I think this is who Shannon want to be, like the cool uncle, and I'm the opposite of the older white Bible thumper across the table from me. Cool. I understood how it was dangerous. I understood everybody else's side who didn't like it. But it made Shannon into a household name. It made ESPN say we need to have him.
No, I definitely think that cooning and babooning for a big black man is definitely going to, get you into white homes, right?
You get ESPN who say, hey, come sit here, and they immediately say, turn it off. Now, turning it off was cool. It didn't make First Take better. Nobody was saying, oh, I got to watch First Take. Matter of fact, it was so much so that they didn't even move him to New York. That told me enough about Shannon and how ESPN felt about Shannon. I just think it was one of them things where Stephen A was like, first of all, I need to steal my competition's greatest asset.
Yeah.
Get Skip out of here so I can prove my point to Skip. Because we all got to be honest. ESPN, First Take wasn't even on ESPN2 before Shannon and Skip. That shit was on like the Ocho. Nobody was watching that shit. Then Skip and Shannon did what they did.
Yeah.
It made them go to the same time slot, and it did what it did. Cool. And then you get Shannon over there, and then they get rid of you. First of all, they didn't invest enough into you. Then they get rid of you because of, the thing with old girl. Cool, whatever. And then I look at now the volume and not invested as much anymore. And then I'm looking at his interviews. Sorry, and I ain't trying to, just to land this plane. Shannon does a messy bitch podcast. And it's cool. I'm not mad at it.
But we're hearing from people we typically don't hear from. I guess that's what I like, right?
And nobody ain't watching it no more.
Well, because it's not being pushed, right? So you got to kind of stay on top of it. But I like hearing from Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I disagree with half the shit that he say, but he's a good storyteller. Like, I like hearing from, his brother. I like hearing from, Yachty, I didn't have to see that one. I didn't have to hear that one. But it's like, it's a lot of people that he brings on.
Oh.
Where it's like, I actually like that.
After the whole situation with the girl.
Yeah.
And see, I don't even know if that's the real Shannon. That's why I don't know if he's authentic. Cause like even that situation, like I'm sorry, Shannon, I love Shannon too much to believe that, and I heard them voicemail, so I know it's him. But I don't believe that's really you, dog. I don't think you got, maybe you got a race kink, but I don't believe that. But
I definitely could see a big, dark-skinned guy from Georgia, Prop 48.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's hard for me because the respect I have for Shannon is bigger than that. So I don't want to believe.
And again, I like. And again, when I say authentic, like I don't want anybody here thinking that I'm saying that Shannon is authentically black or authentically good.
I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, I think this is who he is: a rich guy, right? That grew up poor. That when he gets an opportunity for a check, tell me what to do,
and I do it,
and I'll do it.
And I put
and let's
like
be
this.
clear: Stephen A. is the same person.
Oh.
And let's be clear, we haven't gotten a check yet. We may also be the same person. Who knows, right? So,
this what I was gonna say.
I don't think so, but I hope not.
Nothing is funnier. No, this is what I was gonna say. Two things. Since that incident with that girl, Shannon has interviewed all the right people. And because the volume isn't pushing it, because I think a lot of people tuned out. Before that situation happened, I came in here and told you, he's a very poor interviewer.
Yeah, you've always said that.
By the way, I'm a poor interviewer. Just saying that so I can just recognize it, right? But you sitting down with Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
You sitting down, first of all, that Bow Wow interview was supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
But Bow Wow he off. I'm just leave it at that, right? He's been interviewing the right people, and I'm just like, damn, nobody's seeing this. This is crazy. And then the other thing, I was shooting a wedding, and I would love to know your input on this. And the best man was talking about how the groom got saved at church, and he was like, when he joined his church, he got baptized, and that was my best friend. And he was like, you know what? I was scared he was gonna stop being my friend, so I went and got baptized too. And it made me think about when Ray Lewis said that, made me think about like, damn, when your friend does go down a path that maybe you unsure about.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying unsure about because I'm speaking out the boy at the thing. And I was telling Corinne, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, good that you chose Christ. Maybe you found that maybe I didn't join this for the right reasons, whatever the case may be. But it definitely made me interested when he was like, I joined the church and got saved because I was scared my friend was going to leave me.
Here's the thing. Peer pressure is a real thing.
It is.
All right, it is a real thing, right? But here's the thing. You got to always make sure you're doing things for the right reasons.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, even if, you join the church because your friend joined the church, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right? But if your friend leaves and then you leave, I think that's the problem, right? Because you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. Right?
Yeah.
You got to always have the why. And like, even when I look at Ray and Shannon, I always have a problem when I feel that we don't look at ourselves before we start judging others, right? So for him to be like, he drinks now, and he's messy, and and then when you look at Ray's life, you're like, well, Ray, you're not really unmessy yourself.
Come on, he did not kill that person.
No, I'm not even referring to that, right? Y'all, on here, I'm all about like, how do we handle ourselves when it comes to our women? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a place where we mess up the most,
that was
right?
a good joke.
No, I don't know what happened that night. I know nobody knows, right? The person that knows ain't here. So, ain't nothing we can really say about that. But what I will say is like, Ray has like 4 baby mamas.
He count them a lot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of hard for you to call another dude messy, bro, when you have mess as well.
Oh, now if we being honest, this is all hate. I disagree with the hate. That's why I said I don't want nobody.
I love that you was like, just hate.
Oh yeah, it is
I
definitely
agree with the hate though.
Because sometimes it's tough when you got a dad's podcast that's speaking positive about black men, and you see other podcasts who bash black men, and we know who's monetized quicker. We know who grows faster.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, damn, we don't want to go down that path.
No, but
me and you had that conversation very early. This is a path we're not willing to go down.
Exactly.
And sometimes you know, maybe Ray's price of selling his soul is higher. But also, Ray, I don't like. Let me tell you why I didn't like what Ray Lewis said. Ray Lewis was saying a lot of dumb shit back in the day, and Shannon and Skip glossed over it, and we used to get mad that they never spoke.
Yeah, they Dana Whited it.
Yeah,
I would never fault anybody for Dana White any information about their friend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I do it. Like, yo, if anybody I know and the pod blows up, and somebody be like, yo, you gonna talk about it? I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not talking about it, because it'll be somebody else to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll let y'all do that.
Yeah, I'll let y'all do that. So like, no, so yeah, to that point though, right? It's like, again, right? And I don't know why Ray is hating, right? I don't know. I can assume that it's about the money, right?
Yes.
Like Shannon made a bunch of money real fast, and perhaps, you know, that going your separate ways is like, yo, did you not put them on? Now that would be a little screwed up, right? But you know, sometimes if you don't put somebody on, because it's like, let's be honest, man. I do like listening to Ray talk football sometimes, but for the most part,
nope. He a hard listen.
You a hard listen, bro. So it's like, yo, if you want us to put you on, and I say, hey, Ray, I'll put you on, but you gotta let go. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be more. You gotta be funnier. You gotta be more authentic. You gotta be more transparent, right? Like, you know, like one of my good friends, you know, wanted to bring him onto the pod, and I was just like, I say, anytime we talk around folks, man, the way you and I talk, I was like, when other people around, you don't do that. So it's kind of hard for me to put you on, because it's like, yo, I'm gonna be the bad guy, and
every time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the bad guy, and you gonna be over there trying to defend yourself because you don't want to be the bad guy. And it's like, yo, I'll be the bad guy, but if we agree, I don't want the person that typically agrees with me disagreeing with me for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, now I gotta address that, and now you gonna think I'm attacking you, and it's like, yo, I'm not.
Yeah, it's tough. And Ray, I know what it was. You was very interesting when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling.
Oh, forgot about that.
And Shannon and Skip acted like you did not exist.
Forgot about that.
And they brung you on one time when you was getting your back kicked in on the internet, and they gave you grace. And you could tell, because Shannon was very vocal. So when it was known that you was coming on there, it was like, all right, World War III about to happen. They about to get it in. And they were very just gracious with you. And when Jerry Jones was doing all that stuff, you came back up there and pleaded your case again. It was a lot of, we gonna give Ray grace.
And now you on, who podcast is it? Was that JDP?
Yeah. A PB, whatever he says.
And he's not really known for being an advocate for people of color. Even though he is a person of color, different person of color.
I'm about to say, do they count themselves?
I mean, you know, everybody count themselves now. Like we Afro-Americans stupidly gave people of color to everybody because we thought we had allies.
Shout out to the minorities.
Come to find out, we are still on our own.
Kamala, I still mad at you about that. When she did that ad, and it was like a minority ad, and it was nothing but Asians.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't. You know, I'm not gonna talk. She's not here to defend herself. She's not in politics. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Y'all pissed me off with that.
Yeah.
What's going on in Atlanta?
I don't know. First off, who is leaking all of Thug's audio?
Like, it's crazy.
Who is
also Young Thug didn't have a cell phone? This nigga did a lot of phone talking.
You would think that he would have had a cell phone snuck in for all the pull and clout that he had.
One of the dudes who used to go to church with us, he posts every day, like at least 5 times on his story. He in prison. He posts like at least 5 times a day. And it's all his old pictures that I'm like, I see why you got locked up. If the feds had this, it's clearly you was doing something you wasn't supposed to do. But whatever. I don't know who's leaking it. It don't look good for Thug. I give you that. It don't look good. It seems like a lot of hate, but I can understand. I can understand the hate, but it's also like, bro, this don't look good.
If you are the top of the organization, I would expect you not to talk as much as you're talking.
True.
Especially on a recorded line.
That
like especially on the recorded line. So what I will say out of everything, I'm first off not disappointing anybody. These are all criminals. Criminals are not SAT 1,600 students. Okay, so I'm not disappointed in anybody. This is about what I expect from rappers.
Facts.
But what I will say, out of everything that came out of this, the one person that I really never liked as an artist, like I just didn't like his music, didn't really know him, is 21 Savage is coming out to be the most solid guy. I did not expect him to be the guy that I'm like, you know what? You actually solid, bro. I need to go and listen to your music.
Don't do that. And I rock with 21 Savage. He has that one mixtape with Metro Boomin from back in the day that was fire.
Yeah.
21 Savage, I learned a long time ago. William like this. When I was younger, I found out Chuck D went to college, right?
Yeah.
And I remember going home to a family that don't listen to rap. And I just remember telling my dad, did you know Chuck D went to college? He was like, yeah, a lot of rappers did.
Yeah.
And so it became a joke for me to Google who all went to college.
Exactly.
Right? Because I live by this. I don't care what nobody say. It's no thugs in college.
Agreed.
It's no street dudes in college.
Even though I did get kicked out, but I wasn't a street dude. I was just adjacent, and I still was like, they were still like, yo, you got to go.
Yeah. And it's like, I keep that in my mind.
Yeah.
Now you'll find I ain't saying it ain't no hood people in college.
Ain't no real people. Like there's people who are real, but it ain't no thugs here.
There's no thugs there.
Yeah.
So I always had it. So when I hear you rapping thuggishly and crazily, and then it's like, hold on, you went to college? You was in college for a minute? I mean, the people who go to college and do stupid shit, they get kicked out real quick. 2 Chainz, The Game. Like, it's very interesting to
Pastor
hear.
Mike Will.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And so it's interesting there. I could tell, and I don't know if 21 Savage went to college, but it was very early in his interviews. I heard how educated he sounded and said,
if you ain't go to college, you at least came from a good family.
or you could have went.
Yeah, you could have went. Yeah.
And you chose not to.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of that, right? And so I just paid attention to that very early. That's why when J. Cole rap about gun stuff, I'm like, bro, you got to stop it.
I mean, he's from Fayetteville.
Yeah.
He's probably adjacent.
Because
a lot of times you're just adjacent. You're not in it.
He put it in the music how he was adjacent, but you graduated.
Yeah.
You graduated. I know it.
Well, I mean, part of being adjacent and intelligent just realize I need to get the hell out of here.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, I noticed that 21, it was interesting. I do feel, I wish Thug would come out and be like, yo, Gunna did X, Y, and Z.
There's nothing he can say, bro. They got audio recording, and like I said, it's really. I don't want to say he's throwing anybody up under the bus, right? But he's definitely voicing his displeasure on a recorded line.
Yeah,
and now someone is just leaking everything,
and I think it's more to come.
And here, but this is the killer though, right? Isn't he on probation for like 10 years?
It might be longer than that, but yeah, it's like 10.
Like. Bruh, someone is trying to make him react. And I hope
facts.
I hope he's smart enough, right? Or hopefully he talks to 21 enough to be like, hey man, you know somebody's trying to make you react, right? Like, bro, they trying to get you locked up for real.
Well, I was very interested in, I forgot who released I think he on Offset album. His verse on there made me be like, you need to run every verse by your lawyer before you put stuff out. It was like the other couple of verses that he put out have been mid.
Yeah.
And it's like, because he can't rap. First of all, I'm a very big fan of Young Thug. Mike got some hair on him. Some girl.
I don't know who done been in here.
Mike got hair all over his ass. But yeah, I've been listening to verses with him and I'm like, all right, you can't talk that shit on it, right? Now, this Offset, I think it's on Offset album. It came out, whatever album came out in the last like week or so. I was like, bruh, this ain't it. You might not. You need to run something by your by your person. And then academics is saying he thinks the Atlanta run is over. I don't believe that.
No, because if Atlanta run is over, where is it going to go to?
Where is it going to go?
It's not going to Houston. It's not going to LA.
It's not going to LA.
Not going back to New York.
Nah.
They don't have anything. No one has came out of the DMV in how long now?
And we only got Nelly ever from the Midwest.
From St. Well, I think somebody else came out of St. Louis. Chingy, okay.
Yeah.
So,
but
Chicago, y'all need your daddies in your lives. So,
yeah.
I mean, like, where is it going to go? Now, I will say this, right? I think I do think that they're trying to bury rap.
Oh,
I really do. When I say they, I'm talking like the labels. I really think the labels are I think they're sick of it.
I think they are, and I think they figured this AI thing out.
Yeah, I think they're sick of it. I think they know that if they need a hip hop beat, they can use pop and they can use pop artists. And I think that they're trying to bury. I think that was the whole point of buying out all the old music because they could use that. And I think they are about to make so much money in licensing that I think they're like, yo, why pay artists anymore?
Yeah,
why deal with these guys anymore?
And I think Bad Bunny is giving them a lot of, do you really need the smallest percentage of people in this country? Do you need that music?
Or do you like once you got the prototype, to your point, you could just, I mean, if you put Bad Bunny on hip hop beats,
which I told y'all he's Spanish Future.
Yeah, right. That's what he's doing. So it's like, yo, only thing you got to do is if you do need an English verse, just throw a rapper on it.
Yeah.
And it's still a Bad Bunny song. You still own the whole song.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I mean, I think I hate what I'm about to say, but I think the rap era is over.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to house and it's like
it's gonna go to the Latin hip hop, because I mean they're already 35% of the population here, so they're only going to be more, and I think that they're like, yo, if we need hip hop, we can use pop, right? I mean, dude, Taylor Swift. If you go listen to Lavender Haze, that is not a pop song. Yeah, that is an R&B song. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Tyler has, when they brought her out with R&B, and they tried to switch it to pop. It ain't working. It ain't. But, they don't have to have black artists. In this country, we started this part off with, is your woman a reflection of you? And the way that America treats African Americans is a reflection of America. So the only way that America can get away from that is to not show African Americans, right? So it's not ironic that on Jubilee, when they show all the black people, that none of the black people are Afro Americans, right? None of the people they're interviewing. Amanda Seals is, she's like Guyana, French Guyana. Like nobody's Afro American, right? Like this country doesn't want to see you because you are a reflection of this country, right? Even if you go to just, when you always want to talk about the violence, well, like that's America. America is built on it.
And Jubilee, hand claps for y'all. How y'all was able to pull that off is 100% amazing. The fact of 4 black men versus 4 black women, and then the first 2-3 people get up there and just talk about how they was raised by white people, and I was just like, this is beautiful.
It's crazy.
It was honestly, it was amazing.
Even all the guys, right? I'm pretty sure all of the black women were college educated, and I'm like, maybe one of the black guys had a college degree,
maybe 1 or 2, yeah.
Like what I'm saying, and it's like, it's like. But again, though, right? When a Korean American sees black people, right? I'm assuming he's in LA because that's what it is, right? And black people in LA is only 6% of the population, right? So the only thing that he sees is, see them chicks over here, they hair everywhere. Them chicks, whoever you had in here, their hair is everywhere. But if that's his perception of black people,
she was
right?
a baddie too.
He's gonna a baddie with a wig, weave, natural. What are we looking at here?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, because it's everywhere.
Yes, synthetic.
So it's like when that's his perception of blacks, right? Every time that he does a Jubilee show, right? What is he doing? He's bringing up what his ideal of black people are. And that is like my biggest complaint because the vast majority of us are from the DMV to in the South. Like that's like 60-65% of blacks, right? And out of that black population, a strong third, maybe even 40% are college educated.
Yeah. Absolutely. Should we talk about Rashad? Talking about he don't trust people with fake jewelry from EYL?
You know what, man? I don't want to turn this into a hate pod. So we might should skip it. I will say this. I don't care if your jury's fake.
Me, I don't give a damn.
He gave a very bad explanation.
Is it because I tried to shoot him some bail because I was like, I'm trying to understand why he even put this out. And I'm thinking maybe if you dealing with finances and money, and somebody's wearing fake stuff, you might assume that they might be a scammer or they putting on a persona or a facade. Well, so maybe with him, but
you're right. I mean, bringing the scamming into it, right? Because right now in the black finance sphere, there is a lot of scamming right now that is being uncovered. So if you're saying, yo, somebody wears something fake, they might be a scammer. But again, that's the spirit that you're in. Like I wouldn't. I don't care what jewelry you wear.
Nah, I don't either.
Yeah, like, so I didn't understand the take, but like I said, we've already talked about hating enough on here. I don't want it to seem like we're also hating on another black pod.
Yeah,
doing this pod.
And shout out to y'all. I hope y'all all is well. Y'all figured it out.
I will say this, right? And I hope InvestFest take this. When y'all have an InvestFest, man, we have to have ideals. Right.
Okay.
So, and I get it. Right. So we come up there with ideas. Right. But then we have to have a motion or action. Right. If we know that, like, hey, this company is at this level and this is the CEO of it. I know this person from the board. What we're going to do as a community is all of us are going to put $100 a month into this business for the next 24 months. Right. Mm-hmm. And in 10 years, this is where we're projecting to be. Mm-hmm. That's community building, right? Because that's what other communities do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when they have a hair show or a nail salon or a hotel, right?
Yeah, that's
all them putting their money into there, right?
Absolutely.
Like the Patels are not building hair stores. I'm saying it for real. Like I'm not even being racist. Right? I really think that's the family that owns it. It's a family name. So, but
I definitely know it's a family name.
So you know what I'm saying? But they're not buying, hair stores, right? They're not doing that. That's somebody else's job. That's somebody else's business.
They just own an IGH, which owns a bunch of hotels around there. And I say that to know I say that because if you look at IGH, they are a hotel management company.
Yeah.
But they own different hotels and different brands and different networks. And that's what they do. They get in the room and say, yo, we need 30 grand from everybody because we can buy this hotel in this city.
And I want to start seeing us have those ideas,
Absolutely.
right? You know
the
what I'm
Johnsons.
saying? Yeah, like let us get together and say, hey, we're all going to invest in this business.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to make this business a success.
Yeah.
And so I would like that to become what InvestFest becomes, right? Y'all can have that idea. I got other things to do. I can't do nothing with it.
Come on, book us next year so we can speak. And I heard we get a pass each. No, we'll get 2 passes. I think. Or I might be lying from what I'm learning online. Hold on. Let me do one more thing.
What do you do for work here in Miami?
I work bottle service.
So be honest with me. You go out, you meet a guy, you tell him you work bottle service. What's his reaction?
I feel like there's a little bit of a negative connotation for bottle service girls, club girls, everything like that. Obviously, they don't like it most of the time.
Why do you think most men wouldn't really want to get involved with a bottle girl seriously?
I guess it takes a certain type of person that would be okay with just the lifestyle that brings. Everybody that goes out knows, like, you get attention, guys hit on you, everything like that. But if you're secure in your relationship with each other, for me, it's not really not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Do you think that you would ever struggle with being loyal to your future partner in the field that you work in?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I'm a lover girl. Like, I'm with my man through and through. Like, I don't care. I have eyes for one person.
Rick Ross, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Eminem pull up to the club. They say they want you as their bottle service, and they want you to come back to the after party after the club. What do you tell them?
Can my man come?
Sis, you had me all the way to the end.
Oh, man, no, the end is what got me. The end is what got me.
They gonna look at you. You're not gonna ask that question. But just still happen. Let's say you did.
You think she just gonna go? You think she's gonna go?
She gonna turn her location off. Come on, sis.
Oh, man.
Stop lying. I love a good lie.
I did. I enjoyed the story. Because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep hope alive that she's gonna ask at the end, can her man come? I would just not date a bottle girl though. Not seriously.
Nah,
I would be the assistant cracker. I won't be the main cracker.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it just because it ain't even the trust. It's like, yo, I'm supposed to go to bed every night by myself? Like, golly.
Yeah,
think about it. Like, your girl gonna never be home. She not there on the weekends.
It's like dating a stripper almost.
No, it's different from that. The strippers, that's their logic too. Like, never mind.
Only got eyes for my man.
Only got eyes for my man. Maybe you do whatever. Honestly, if I had to date a stripper or a bottle girl, I'd probably date the stripper, to be honest with you.
Really? Over the bottle girl?
Yeah. Because strippers understand that they sex workers. They do.
So you'd be dating a sex worker?
Yeah. I would be the assistant cracker. No, I'm saying if I had to date one.
That would not be the main cracker. I'm sorry.
Because it's like, at least you know what you're getting yourself into, right? Now, if I was dating a stripper, I would definitely be like, yo, you can't strip in the city we live in.
I mean,
I met a girl Platinum Plus who lived in Charleston. And it made sense to me.
I've went out with strippers, right? So
Yeah,
if you
they're
talk about
cool
dating
people.
as in going out, like I've done that.
I'm talking about,
But you
this
about
is
like
my
girlfriend.
Yes.
No.
If you had to pick one.
Assistant cracker. That's all I'm doing.
Mike don't want to answer the question.
I know I'm the assistant cracker.
Nah, I'd date a stripper. I mean, I'm not now. Can't now.
No.
I wouldn't.
I would not date the stripper. I guess I would have to date the bottle girl because then at least I could lie to myself.
Nah, wouldn't be honest. Shout out to the sports. College football weekend. Y'all caught our W.
Hey man, South Carolina definitely looked good. That was a catch. Don't care what y'all say.
Hey man.
UNCC, we know they were gonna lose. Why do you even have that up there?
Because man,
it's because our alma mater.
Yeah,
we don't have to do this.
No, I'm doing this every week, and we're gonna take an L next week since Chapel Hill lost, and they play us next week.
We're gonna take an L all year, man. It's not a good team. We don't have to do Charlotte. Sorry.
No, we're gonna do it next week. They play Chapel Hill.
Oh Lord.
And Chapel Hill looked like boo boo yesterday.
You know, I did tell like two of my homegirls, like, so we all graduated from Charlotte at the same time.
Okay.
Now it's at different times, excuse me. And I was like, but we all like know each other. And I was like, you know what? I said we should all take a day trip to Charlotte, go to the bookstore and get some Nelia.
Gosh. You know, that's funny.
Yeah.
I want to go to a game.
No.
Why
That's
not?
terrible.
No, I mean,
You want to go tailgate?
Yeah, that jump be looking lit.
I'll go tailgate. I'm not going to the game.
Homecoming looked lit. Like for real. I don't know if you know.
Let's play something for homecoming then.
Yeah, like no, it'd be looking, bruh. So they play App State this weekend.
Yeah.
And I seen so many 49er jerseys in Uptown when I was shooting away.
Yeah, Charlotte Black alumni is actually pretty substantial.
Absolutely. The logo looked cool. The colors look cool. Like it's cool to go to Charlotte now. And I'm like, when I was going there, I did not tell people I went to Charlotte, but it is what it is. Archie, I'm trying to figure out how bad Texas fell down. What happened with Archie, man?
He looked terrible. And here's the thing. I would shoot Archie Bell because I was like, yo, this is his first game. Is on the road, Ohio State. But Archie played twice last year. So, like, pretty much. So, now that the pressure's on, you didn't play well. And I know that if Shador would have played like this against TCU last year, because that was on the road. I'm pretty sure that game was on the road. Remember, serving correctly. That was their first game last year. No,
you talking
Colorado
about
versus Texas Christian. And Texas Christian was ranked. And if Shador would have came out there in his first Division I game and looked like this, they would have ripped them from the top to the bottom. So what I will say is I'm seeing like Jamel Hill rip him. Ryan Clark, sometime I might blame you for things that you didn't do. But I think you was in Jamel Hill's comment, as well. And I'm like, yo, like this isn't Archie doing bad isn't like, hey, let's big up Shador more, right? I think if you look at Colorado this weekend against Georgia Tech, they look terrible. Like the quarterback they had, which is a Liberty transfer, like, yo, y'all should put a freshman in. Dion looked lost without his son.
Yeah.
Last 2 minutes of the game, bro. I mean, last minute of the game, you got 2 timeouts. So like a lot of this is like, yo, I think we can say, hey, Shador really was a good quarterback. But we also don't have to try to juxtapose him against Archie because I do think Archie can play. I think he was just out of his depth.
Yeah, and it ain't like they got blown out either.
Yeah. He played terrible though.
I do want to know how far they're gonna fall down. He playing the number 3 team and a bunch
they'll
of
still be in the
everybody
top 10. But I mean, I'll say this though: if Archie don't get his ish together, it's gonna be an 8-4 season all day.
And it's gonna be tough.
All day.
Draft coming.
Oh, he ain't gonna be in the draft. He gonna come back next year.
Yeah. I know. That's the other thing. KD said he's willing to do one-on-one tourney during All-Star. I like this. And
I love it.
I think he can win.
Here's the thing. I think KD can win. And the reason why I really want them to do one-on-one, because I think it's guys from the bench who we really don't know how well they can play. And I think it's going to be a lot of guys that go come out there and bust your favorite superstar ass.
Yeah.
And I think that makes them a star. And I think the NBA needs that.
They do. And NBA, I'm telling y'all right now, it needs to be 3 dribbles, no more than 5.
Yeah, because like who would... Like if they had one-on-one, I'm just going off of names of people that I could think of that were hoopers. Jamal Crawford could win this, right? Back in the day, right?
Back in the day, yeah.
Lou Williams could win this back in the day.
Yeah, but if you let them dribble, unlimited dribbles, yeah.
So
like nobody gonna be able to block KD. First of all, let me put it like this. If you ever watch the Olympics thing when they be practicing, some of us who really like basketball, who pay attention to those things, KD be cooking ass nonstop.
You can't stop a 7-footer from shooting, bro.
Especially when he can shoot anywhere on the floor. Micah going to the Cowboys and we ain't talking about you. I mean, he going to Green Bay and we ain't talking about you. Jerry Jones, you know, I finished the doc. I think I might skip the last one because I'm like, this is done. Jerry Jones, this ain't the 30s no more. I just something about Jerry, man, be weird. The doc was great.
Jerry is definitely one of those old school, you a black boy to me type owners.
And I got that from the doc.
Yeah.
And as soon as I finished the doc, I think the next day, Micah was going to Green Bay. And I'm like, this is exactly what Jerry in the doc, it was very clear. If he first of all, he needs to operate in chaos.
Yeah.
And if you don't bow to him, it is like F you.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing you about, and that to anybody.
Well,
and so I got that from Michael.
And I think he hates Michael Parsons' agent.
Oh, facts.
And Michael Parsons' agent, I found out he's the guy who got what's the other guy from Clemson? Not Hopkins, the quarterback, Deshaun.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson. He was the agent behind that contract.
Oh, he need agent of the century.
So dude is a beast, and I can understand Jerry saying, you know what, I don't want to deal with him, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially him being, to Jerry, we're all the same black. Mm-hmm. Like, even though I think dude is Nigerian, or at least the name is, it's West African, whatever it is. So I'm pretty sure Jerry is just like, but to Jerry though, you're all the same. You're all the same. So yeah, Jerry tried to go around and end around. And big ups to Guy. Sorry that I don't have his name.
Yeah.
Because it's actually worth mentioning. But big ups to him saying, hey, I'm not only I'm gonna get you a better deal, but I'm also gonna get you a shorter deal so you can actually get one more max contract before you retire. Because rumor has it that Parsons was willing to take the 5 with the Cowboys, and his agent was like, no, they owe you more. And that's why you hire agents right there.
Right there. All of y'all can't be Lamar.
No, Jalen. Jalen Brown. You know, I don't think he's had an agent ever.
I don't think he is, but apparently he's like ridiculously smart.
Yeah, he is, but he probably still could. I mean, he's done well, but it's he probably still could have an agent.
Yeah, but it was somebody who was saying if you eligible for the Supermax,
shouldn't have an agent. Yeah,
you don't
need an agent.
Yeah, I think it might have been KD one time. He was just like, I dropped my agent. Now, mind you, KD has an agent now, and I think his agent does like he has a business partner who acts as his agent. But I think he's like, I go in the office, I already know what I'm getting. I'm getting a Supermax. Like, why give you, your 5%?
Yeah.
Funny enough, we did our draft yesterday, our fantasy draft. Walked in, running to Bilal. I said, yo, how did golfing go? And when you saw Mike, he said, bro, you know what? Your boy done slimmed down and got skinny. He said, so I was highly confused at the golf course because I'm like, I know him from somewhere.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know you from somewhere. And he was like, we couldn't figure it out. He said, then I remember we ran into him in Colombia. He said, but he done lost a lot of weight. He wanted me to let you know. I saw him yesterday. So everybody has mentioned Mike losing weight. So hand claps for that.
Pastor Mike Will. Hey.
That ain't it. I can't even tell you congratulations.
No, because Gavin cameras are way too sharp, and I was just way too fat on these cameras. So I am down about 30. I got 20 more to go. And I will say, part of the motivation was being in Bogota for a week, and I was like, I gotta lose some weight.
Mike was fucking somebody and couldn't keep up. I know what that is. My team. Let me tell y'all my team. You let me know.
Let's see what your team is.
I got Jaden Daniels, quarterback.
Okay.
Gibbs from Gibbs
Detroit?
is my runner. Yeah, I got him.
It started off good.
I got Jacobs from Green Bay.
At your other running back?
Yeah.
This is 14 league? This is not bad, Gal.
Not too bad.
Keep going.
DJ Metcalf, that's when it's gonna get interesting. Yeah, I know, right?
But it depends on Aaron Rodgers. So
enough right there. Pickens from the Cowboys. Yeah, no.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
I mean, it's 14 teams.
Yes. Tight end is Mark Andrews.
Yo, because he probably hurt this year. Good in theory, but keep going.
I got Hubbard from the Panthers.
Hubbard, who is that? Oh, Chuba.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
You know how you got the timers running out, right? ESPN kicked me out the app, and I auto drafted him. And everybody at the party last night was like, "What the hell are you doing?" But whatever, he's a flex, so it's cool.
Not bad.
Defense gonna be. It don't matter. You're gonna switch that out every week. And then Focus, my kicker. On the bench, I got Leggett, Debo.
That could work out for you. Debo might. I'm not expecting, but it could.
I know. I got Waller from
That's a wild card, Miami.
It depends on if Tua wakes up. Kincaid, I got him too.
Kincaid. I like Kincaid.
Yeah. Kincaid gonna give me like 3 good games, and then I'm gonna have to get him
he actually might do more than that this year. I'm expecting a big year. I did a ton of Kincaid in best ball this year.
So we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Actually not a bad team, Gavin. I'm actually impressed.
Thank you. I forgot what my draft grade was, because I think my draft grade was pretty well. It was funny. Karina was like, "How much money we losing if you do this?" And I was like, but we trying to figure out what the punishment is going to be if you lose. I think they was thinking about 24 hours at a Walmart, 24 hours at an airport. And it was and then one was like, then they was thinking about doing a marathon. Loser got to come in a marathon.
Oh.
And then one of it was you got to drink 12 drinks after running 12 miles.
Ugh.
And so I don't know. I did have a suggestion because we have girls in our league.
Yeah.
They should have to go to the abortion clinic with a sign. It can be for or against it.
No, it got to be for. Matter of fact, that should be a punishment for anybody. Anybody. You have to go to an abortion clinic with a pro-abortion sign.
And you got to be out there.
You got to be out there. Now, time frame might need to be flexible.
Yeah.
But no, that should 100% be the punishment. Male or female. You go out there and you have to have a sign supporting the ladies that are going in there.
Yeah, and it was funny.
I'm with that one.
Because one of the girls I was sitting by, she's a listener, so I ain't going to throw her under the bus. And she was just like, no, because I'm going to go out there and get in a fight. And I was like, girl, I don't care what you do.
And you got to be recorded because you are going to get in a fight.
Absolutely.
It got to be on a Saturday, too.
Oh, gosh. Got
to be on a Saturday morning.
What you got playing this weekend?
I'm actually heading out of town this weekend.
Y'all know when Mike say out of town, it ain't where it's supposed to be at. Shout out to Mike. We'll see if we get any footage. Doubt it.
Oh, no, absolutely, because we got to get this pod blown up. So we actually going to move into the travel space whenever we're out of town, man, and create those clips. So
hey, look,
I'm starting over at where it all begun, and then I'm gonna back trace through all the places that I've traveled in the past 5 years. So
I'm kind of sad. They got me ranked as the second best team in this thing, and that's never good. Starting off strong don't mean nothing.
I'm gonna tell you, like when I heard the team, I low key expected it to be terrible, and I was like, "This is actually a really good team."
We'll see.
I can't even hate on you. I can't even pull a Ray Lewis on you right now.
Look, poor Ray, man, and Ray, you got to be the cover, even though I threw support in there, but I understand hate. Yeah, this weekend I'm going to the beach with the crew, the UN.
Nice.
And we got another couple joining us.
What beach y'all going to?
I think Carolina Beach.
Okay.
Not the one you going to.
The beach I'm going to actually sucks.
Yeah. It's going to be, when y'all see.
The beach sucks.
I hate when Mike do this to me. Because he knows certain things I just can't say. And you know what? We bringing somebody else. Shout out to the UN. It's getting stronger.
Yeah.
It's growing. So it's going to be y'all going to see a bunch of biracial kids running around. Let's put it like that.
Hey, man, we should both upload photographs on Sunday.
All right. See who having a better beach day? We'll do it.
We both upload photographs to the Black Dance Club.
There we go. Mike's beach day versus Gavin's. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, man, we ain't doing nothing. Yo, please, if you listening, if you tuning in, please go get a shirt, support, show some love.
Hey, you can actually support us on YouTube now as well. So if you could, like, real talk, if you just go do the $1.99 one, just go and subscribe, support. Okay. I think it's like $1.99 a month. I don't think it's $1.99 a week. But whatever it is, like, yo, if you could just go and support to help us grow it, because we are trying to blow this out. We are trying to build a community of top third of black men and the women who loves us.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to holler at you next time.
Holla at your boy.